Man, oh man, I've been looking forward to this all day long. What is going on, YouTube? My name is Lucas, and today we are going to space. Not literally, but figuratively. And that is with Virgin Galactic. So if you want to know my opinions and thoughts, and all kinds of other things revolving Virgin Galactic, stay tuned right after this. Today's video is sponsored by The Coffee Grind. It is based out of Southern Oregon with a partnership with a roaster that is based out of California. The name The Coffee Grind was originated because they want their coffee to be the one that gets you through the daily grind and to give you an opportunity to continue to grind for more. This company was created by amazing people with a great mindset, so part of the money from each purchase goes to a charity. I could not be more proud to be connected to this company, so swing by and check it out. Also use hashtag StockGrinder and receive 15% off your order. I am glad you clicked on this video because I'm going to take you on a ride, and that is for sure. Virgin Galactic. This thing is phenomenal. I mean, it is crazy what it was capable of doing pre-coronavirus. That makes me laugh every time I think about it, because it sounds like we're talking prehistoric, like dinosaur era. But no, really, before the coronavirus, this was the stock. This was pre, EV market and all that stuff. This was the growth stock. It was always in the news. I mean, it was on CNBC. I mean, Kramer was even talking about it. This thing was everywhere. It even got to the point where it was $37. Now, Virgin Galactic is a Richard Branson, company. And it's, falls under the Virgin title, I guess you could say. I mean, Richard Branson puts Virgin on something and just attaches whatever it is behind it, and the thing just becomes phenomenal. I mean, he's got, airplanes, cruise liners, radio, music, all that stuff. So, just to throw it in, let's go to space with Virgin Galactic. So now that Virgin Galactic, obviously, we kind of forgot about it. It was the growth stock, like I said, but we kind of put it back, shoved it under the rug, and forgot about it. And the EV market just exploded onto the scene. But I tell you what, Virgin Galactic wants to take the top again. They want to be on the pedestal. So they hit the news. And what are they doing? They announced a new CEO. And his name is going to be Michael Colglazier. And what is unique is he's coming from Disney. And he has some experience when it comes to space. He obviously was working hand in hand with Space Mountain. Oh man, I love it. But the thing is too, they haven't announced a new CEO in 10 years. And the CEO before him was doing well, but they wanted something fresh. They wanted something new. And they bring in a fresh start, and this thing is just going up. He obviously started talking about it, and he said even in months that there's a chance that they're going to be, testing this thing out pretty good, especially when it comes to what they're trying to perform. Virgin Galactic is the first of its kind. Its entire objective and mission is to take average Joe space line. They want to basically, surround the Earth, experience the Earth from outer space from an average Joe standpoint, and they want to take that. It's the first commercial, system like it. They want to take people to outer space. Now, it's not going to come cheap, and I'm going to go into some numbers for you, and it's absolutely mind-blowing the amount of people that have spent the money they did. So I'm going to look up here to give you those exact numbers. Now, the company currently has about 600 customers. And those customers have paid anywhere from $200,000 to $250,000 for one ticket. Wow. Just to experience space. Obviously, I would love to experience space. I think that would be phenomenal. But the thing is, I'm not going to pay $200,000 or even $250,000 to experience space. there's a NASA channel, and I will gladly turn NASA on and watch it from the TV. Another thing is to show some growth and to show some potential, they also have 400 customers currently with the $1,000 deposit. And what's important about this is that when they started redoing sales or opening up sales again for tickets back in February, that's when people started doing the initial $1,000 down deposit. So now they have 400 customers that are, getting prepped and staged to spend that $200,000 to $250,000 to get to outer space. Virgin Galactic has completed a ton of tests, and this has been their second glide flight that they've actually completed. This was conducted in New Mexico, and what it allowed them to do was test at 51,000 feet and hitting 650 miles per hour. That's pretty cool, especially with completing those tests and being successful, getting the data you need out of that. That is very impactful for this company. It obviously will help out with the stock price. The next step is to actually go full rocket, and that is what they've talked about. They're going to proceed to the next step, and they're going to start incorporating rockets into their test. And like I said, this is only going to help out the stock price, and it's going to help out the company because they're going to take another step forward in the right direction. Hey, Morgan Stanley came out and they announced that for whatever reason, they decided they were going to conduct an evaluation. Many of you are probably thinking, hey, they conducted the evaluation on Virgin Galactic and they gave a number of exactly what they thought it was. Nope. They did an evaluation on a company that is private, and that is SpaceX, owned by Elon Musk. And what they predicted and evaluated was that after all the stuff that they've completed, the money that they feel or have evaluated has gone into the company, and the potential revenue that they could have drawn, all that stuff bottled into one thing, they evaluated SpaceX at $175 billion. And what's unique about this and what has really helped, Virgin Galactic was, well, they're actually a public company. They're publicly traded on the stock market. And so it also will help with an evaluation. And when you kind of assess their situation, obviously there's real numbers there that they can provide, because SpaceX doesn't have to provide anything. I mean, they're not trading on a market, and they're private, and Elon Musk is basically the boss of everything. I mean, literally. But in all reality, they gave an evaluation to SpaceX, $175 billion. Now, what that really kind of put into play, and it really opened the eyes for Virgin Galactic, was that they assessed them at, and I'm going to look over here to give you the exact number, $4.8 billion. So, I mean, that's where they envision and see this company going. We have come to the point of my favorite part of the video, and then it's chart breaking down time. So let's swing on over here and get into space. So we are going to break this thing down, and it is going to be a 6-month chart because I really want to see the entire span so far of kind of a year to date. Today it opened at $23.12. It got as high as $26.32, and its low is $22.95. I'm not going to lie, it's nice to see those numbers again. Its volume is 39.45 million, and it's starting to climb again. I mean, like I said, back in January, February, this thing was the headliner. Its market cap currently is 5.245 billion. Like I just said, they kind of estimated it around the 4.5, 4.8 mark. So this is a pretty good estimate on the market cap. Its 52-week high is $42.49, and its 52-week low is $6.90. Its average volume is 16.58 million, and today it closed at $24.93, which was up 8.49%. And then the after hours, it went down a little bit, 0.52%, and finished at $24.80. Now, as we can see in January, this thing was starting to come onto scene. People are like, holy smokes, Virgin Galactic, I'm going to be able to go to space. And then they really started diving into it, and this is a very, very similar situation, and I'm sure it's happened time and time again, but this is just like the current EV market we're going through. It burst on the scene, and it was the topic, it was a hot item, and this thing, everyone wanted it. it shot all the way up, clearly hit its 52-week high of 42.49, and that was in the month of February. And then quarterly earnings came out, and they didn't have anything. There was nothing to report except I think it was like maybe $100,000 or something, just very minimal compared to what they should have been at. I mean, and that's expected. They're not sending anybody to space. I mean, they have all these, like I stated earlier, they have 400 deposits of $1,000, and they have 600 people who are currently, in line for the $200,000 to $250,000 ticket. But not all that was happened yet. So then it really collapsed, obviously, with the coronavirus. The coronavirus has just smashed every stock that I think I've talked about. And like I stated in previous videos, this thing is going to continue forever. It seems like. We hope not. But it crashed down in the bottom of March, hit its bottom. And since then, it's really just had an even fluctuation. It climbed to probably around the $22, $23 mark and dipped back down to about the $17, $16 mark. Climb back up, back down, climb up, back down. And then the news started to break. And a lot of that information I just provided, the CEO, them conducting tests, them getting ticket sales again. All these things are starting to click for this company. And so now we're starting to actually get possibly some revenue. We're starting to see some production. This thing's getting some gears going. And now the stock price is going to come back. And it's obviously it closed at $24.93. I would say that that's a fair price. I really would. Just because we're in that area where we're not sending anybody to space yet. We do have some revenue, obviously ticket sales, but we're just not quite there yet. So I think that's a fair price right there. And if it stays there and fluctuates for a while before they actually do anything else, I think that's awesome. If you're interested in going vertical with this stock, I suggest you checking out Space, Virgin Galactic. And you guys know how I do it. If you enjoy this video, smash that like button. It helps out tremendously. If you enjoy the content, because I'm going to keep the content flowing, subscribe to my channel. And as always, have a good day.